everybody,
know.
welcome to Super Mario RPG. Exciting.
Super Mario RPG. G. I have no idea what that game's about.
I don't know, Saba, do you think that maybe you can put it together based on the name?
Yeah, but like most Marios are similar, so I
No,
have
they're
like
not.
no inclination. Yes, they are. You play as Mario or Luigi sometimes, but that's normally Super Luigi. Peach tends to be in trouble. Wow, he was pretty quick on the uptake there. Let me see if I can maybe shove you in a corner.
Frame rate feels wrong.
I don't think me being in Discord can help you.
Thank you, Saba. I wasn't asking you. I think I'm gonna have to just shut off and turn Elgato back on real quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna have to hit play first.
Jesus. There's like a whole like second delay. What the hell? That was easy. I just punched him to death.
Where is...
Ooh.
What is that? It's fun.
Oh my god, she's hanging.
Oh my god, why is this so big? What the heck? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna...
Ooh. Oh.
You know, maybe...
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, we were really high up. Bunga!
The heck?
Super Mario RPG.
So it was what I thought it was.
Mario's pad.
That's why it's like this. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is there. I'm just... We can't see it.
Alright, I'm gonna test something real quick. I'm gonna load up, like, Mario Kart 8, a game which I know has a good frame rate, and I'm gonna try to ascertain whether or not Mario RPG just runs like shit on the Switch, or if there's actually something wrong with my software right now. Because it's actually very unpleasant to play at the moment.
Sure, yeah.
Mario Kart 8!
And then there's a tiny screen next to you.
Here we go!
Sure.
Luckily, I can remove significant profanity or vulgarity and sexual themes from my tags now. Signature 2. How is it working so far for you?
I mean, Can't really tell. It still feels like the frame rate's ass. No, there's definitely something wrong, because, like, I'm going to turn, and it takes literally half a second for it to register that I'm turning. Okay, so there's clearly something wrong. I don't know how to fix that, I guess. I don't understand what's even wrong necessarily. Also, why does my system say 11:13 p.m.?
Jesus, how long has it been since you've been on that?
I don't know. TV settings? No, system. Hey, wait a minute. This is Mario RPG. I know. I want to get back onto Mario RPG, but the I think my system is weird. Update the Nintendo Switch dock firmware? No, I guess that's fine.
He's trying to figure out what's up with his stuff.
Yeah. The frame rate's worse, and my controls aren't really responsive as they used to be. And I'm trying to ascertain why. Why would it be -2? Abu Dhabi. Oh, it's probably this then.
Okay, I can put this away.
It's 10:15.
Oh, whoopsies. Hold on. Start screen. Awkward.
I don't
no
really
one saw.
know.
No,
Yes, Saba.
not you. You can keep going. I'm not talking to you.
Uh-huh.
No dispatch today, John Smith. Zach wants to wait for the other episodes to come
Well,
out.
we might have to find something else to do today, because if my Switch is still acting weird, I don't know what I could even do to, like, try to fix that.
Oh, he finished his. Okay. So, hey, man, just think about it like this. Instead of getting, maybe it's only like literally one episode of Dispatch, we're going to get all three succinctly next week.
That is true. Back to Omori? Absolutely not.
Okay. It's taken me this long to finally set this up. Okay. Well, I don't know. We may go back to something else at least.
We
But
might
for
do
now,
something else just because I don't know why my Switch is acting weird. I'm wondering if maybe it's because it's not on a real dock right now and maybe the firmware updated, but...
Oh, no one can hear Zach. There we go. Now we can hear Zach. Y'all did 1, 2, and 3, right? Yeah. Which episode did we stop at? We stopped at 5.
We're on 6, Saba.
We're on 6. John Smith, we did it yesterday.
Correct, Sunday.
We have a VOD. We've done all of the things that you are asking about. We have done it.
Correct.
Yeah, you missed the one we had on Sunday, which was yesterday.
Correct.
Hey, it's not bummers, John Smith. You know why? Because you can go watch that VOD, but you
Oh
missed
my
it
God.
live, I guess. If that's what you wanted to be a part of, yeah. I'm inventing time travel and watching it live. I believe in you, brother. Go do great things.
Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of sharing this, what if I just share my entire monitor? Like that. I don't know, man. It still feels bad.
Okay. I don't know. I need to check out my map. Oh yeah, crystal.
Yup.
Oh, here, let me turn on so y'all can see what Zach's playing. It's in the bottom right next to him. Exciting.
Yay.
You will not be able to hear it though, because that's way too much noise.
Yay.
Yay. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta get that fruit.
Nah, man, it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really encountered this before. It's just there's a noticeable latency on my controls, and to my eyes, I don't know. Like Saba's obviously doing her own thing, but like to my eyes, the frame rate is like significantly worse. I'm noticing a lot of stuttering. So fuck it, I guess. I guess we're doing something else.
What would
My
you...
eyes! That's kind of how I'm feeling, man. Well, shit. Well, Saba wants to do her own thing anyway. So, I mean, we could
Well, it
do.
depends on what you want to play, I guess, but...
I don't know. I mean, I have some. You know what? I have something. Give me a second.
You let me know and I'll decide if I'll shift off. There's too many big boys in here. Get out of here. We only need like 3 at the most. Okay. Oh my god. Sure.
What?
Play your Katamari. Got some
Well, I know it.
cheese.
I know it works. Let's see.
Okay. Now what do I have to do here?
I'm hoping that this
I'm gonna feed my
works.
boys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have enough.
Bobo just wants to play with balls. True.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do best.
It's true.
Should be able to get a plort collector here now. Very nice. These guys take as much as they want instantaneously, so they need to chill out for a little while.
Okay, Saba's just gonna be yammering about whatever she's playing. So I'm just gonna play.
I mean, feel free.
How's it going, Mikey? Since Saba doesn't want to talk to me.
Zach's too busy to pay attention to me, so I've just relented and I'm like, okay, Katamari's more important than me. I gotta...
You literally haven't even said anything yet.
Yeah, because I was waiting for you to solve your issues. It's called being nice, something that your evil butt doesn't understand.
Oh, I'm just the backup, huh? Yes.
Oh, ouch. Ugh. Anyways, to see.
As many roses as you can in 5 minutes. You got it.
So what are we doing after Mario RPG? Because I
Well,
have a
if
little
we
bit of an
even start Mario
itinerary for-
RPG,
That's reasonable. Because I know what we're doing after we finish Dispatch.
it
So I have a
was.
little bit of a timeline.
So the plan was to do Mario RPG into Metroid Prime, which I would still like to do. I just need to figure out what the hell's going on with my Switch.
Okay, yeah, because those are all Switch. You definitely want to resolve whatever the Switch problem you have, because that.
I think what I'll end up doing is I'll try to move my Switch back onto the regular dock, because this is a third-party dock, right?
Oh.
I've been all right playing Legends ZA. Well, I hope you've been having a good time.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah,
I've heard a lot of
it's
stuff about the game, but at the same time, it does, it looks better. It looks better than Legends Arceus did.
It's ever been, yeah. That's the thing, right? It's incredibly weird that you can tell that they've got just phenomenal like gameplay mechanics people and whatnot. It's just someone's kept their like visual artist in a cage somewhere and doesn't let them actually work on the game.
Again, I don't think it's actually a visual artist problem. I think it's a technology issue. Like they literally just don't know how to design anything in 3D. Or not design, like I guess program. I don't even know what word I'm trying to look for here, but
they're holding whatever resource it is away from them, which I don't understand. Because they've got all the money in the world, and yet for some reason...
Yeah, but you get to keep more of the money if you spend less of it, Saba.
That's the thing I don't understand. These people are incredibly stupid. You do realize if you spend a little bit more money now, the return profit is actually probably going to be way higher, because if you make
sure,
the
but
game
you're
asks,
naively
everyone will buy
assuming
it.
that there's anything beyond the statement money now. It's incredibly foolish of you, Saba.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Literally, I like you're telling the people, hey, I will get you more money. And they're like, but do I get more money now? And you're just like, no, but you'll get more money later.
No, but
Yeah,
I want
what if
it,
I'm dead
but I
tomorrow?
want it right now,
That's
ASAP.
Oh, God.
Yo! Oh, she's singing the Katamari theme.
Okay, so
Oh.
what do crystal slimes need?
I like this level.
Fortnomics?
This is a fun level.
Oh, their diet is veggie. Okay, never mind. I gotta throw these guys away. Oh my god! I love these little Yoki slimes. I don't know how many you can have in one setting, so... Tabby! Which one am I going to? I think we're going to this guy. Have you seen, because I know we only talked a little bit about some of the new, was it Mega Evolutions?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the other ones?
Yes, I've seen all of them.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, some of them are dumb, some of them are fine, but that was kind of the case with the original Megas as well. One of the criticisms, or not criticisms, but like one of the comments that I saw online that I actually do kind of agree with is that several of the Mega Evolutions really do feel more like Gigantamax evolutions instead. Because, like, I like Mega Frostlass. I think Mega Frostlass just turning into, like, a really tall ghost is a cool idea. However, that doesn't feel mega. It just feels like you made Frostlass big, which is, you know, which is what Gigantamax is.
Yeah.
You know?
Was it I can't remember, because there's certain... Remember was it the video you sent me on, like... Is Mega's the ones that they're like follow the thing of it being like an X and Y shaped? I can never remember which one's which.
That was not me, that was Jesse. And hypothetically, yes.
Jesse. Okay, does it still hypothetically follow that?
Kinda. Not really, but kinda.
Okay, because the argument that person had.
The
about
argument that person made was
kind of interesting. But
it was
I don't know.
interesting for some of them, but they were definitely incorrect about many. There's definitely more Mega evolutions that don't look like an X or a Y than do, but the fact that there are some that do is certainly interesting.
I'll take your guys' torts. Don't have enough room for that. And thoughts on, so you said some of them you thought were better as like Gigantamaxing, but what about like overall design? Is the overall design, taken out of context, I guess, of Mega?
Some of them are good, some of them are less good, but once again, that's just like, that's exactly how it was for, I only got a C, yeah. That's exactly how it was for the original sets of Mega Evolutions. I think it's fine. Like, I don't know, do you want to go over them individually? Is that what you're asking?
We could. That's something to do. I need to pull them up though, because I do not
You would have to
recall.
pull them up and then also post them in on air. Like them up.
New Mega Evolutions. Okay, I totally forgot about that. But that is really funny. Okay. I think that's in general. Let's not post there. Oh, it's taking a hot minute.
Largest possible 3! Saba, what the fuck did you just... These aren't... I mean, yeah, these are what they are, but, like, you're posting someone's fan art.
No, it feels like a weirdly... I mean, no, it's good enough. What's they look like?
Hello, John Smith. Welcome. I know, I wanted to do Mario RPG, but... Like, I think something's wrong with my Switch. It's not... Like, the frame rate is god-awful, and the controls are delayed, which for a game like Mario RPG is important.
Ooh.
So I'll try to fix it, I guess. I didn't anticipate there being a problem with my fucking Switch. And I thought I changed everything. Didn't I change all my stuff over? Yeah, I'm on my category is Once Upon a Katamari.
He was very excited to do that. So how did your time machine go, John Smith?
John Smith.
Anyway, are we able to, or is this
I mean,
photo bad, or are we able to use it?
I mean, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Mega Clefable is just kind of boring, but that's fine because that's.
I think it's fine. Yeah, I feel like it just suits. I mean, I don't know what else you like. What else do you think we could have added to?
Well, if I may get on my high horse for a second, they have consistently refused to give Flygon a Mega Evolution, and the stated reason is like, oh, we don't have any ideas for it. Motherfucker, you literally just put like a curlicue on Clefable and made his wings big. Motherfucker, you literally just made Starmie's legs longer. Go fuck yourself.
The Mega Starmie, I will say, I don't personally like it, but God, do the Patrick Star memes make it funny.
That is quite true. But I mean, like I hate to say it, but I do think that they do it on purpose in that particular. Like, I think Mega Malamar is fucking awesome. I think that's a great idea, great execution. Most of them have great idea, great execution, but then some of them are just genuinely terrible. But I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to be a joke. Like, I think Mega Starmie was made bad on purpose because it's funny. Like, in like an ironic, in like a post-irony sort of way.
Is that okay? I don't know how often, but does Pokemon do that often?
More recently, yes.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. In the originals, I was like, I don't think they did that. Some of them are goofy, sure, but not out of like stupid irony. Like Geodude's
Times it
funny because it's just a
time
rock with
times have
arms,
times have
but
changed. Like I'm like I don't know. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now, but I'm pretty sure if you like thought back to like Pokemon like Gen 9 or Gen 8 Pokemon, there's definitely like think of the fucking the fossils from Gen 8 where they're like mix matched or whatever. Like that's supposed to be kind of like a joke, you know? Because it's like, wow, this looks incredibly incorrect immediately.
yeah,
I don't know. It's its own thing,
man.
but there's that, and then Mega Pyroar. Once again, you can tell, like, people can swear forwards, backwards, and sideways, because the original Pyroar, the main, was supposed to look like the Japanese kanji for fire, and the Japanese kanji for blaze, or inferno, is two of those
Yeah.
kanji on top of each other. So Mega Pyroar is literally just the same main twice. And it's like, okay, I understand the concept of what you're going for. It still looks like dog shit though.
Yeah,
So too
looking
bad.
at Pyroar here, I at first I looked at it, I was like, is there actually anything different about this, or am I like crazy? And it's like, nope, it's a little bit wispier.
No, you need to once again, this is why this image is not stupendously great. You need to look at what it looks like in game because it definitely looks different and worse.
Okay.
And
Emphasize the worst.
female Pyroar just gets a mane. Which is like I don't know, not necessarily like the antithesis, but like
okay, I see what you're saying.
that's why I'm saying
That-
like this picture that you sent isn't the greatest because it's somebody's artistic interpretation of the designs. As opposed to what they actually look like in game.
Okay. Let's see if I can then find one other image because I wanted one of them that included all of them.
No, and I don't disagree with the concept of what you went for, but no, stop with the fucking whatever. I'll just go outside.
I was having an exciting time. This is like the no, I don't think you'll like that either. Okay, this is I think the best we're gonna get, though it's a little hard to see. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. Discord's like this picture's too powerful.
You can
That's
just take a
unfortunate.
screen snip, Saba.
Oh, maybe this will be helpful. Yeah, let me make it big. Okay, and I can use both of these in tandem. Okay.
That's kind of rough. I see what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
we can zoom in. That's fine. Yeah, no, because these are literally just the shots from in the game. So yeah, I think this is probably the best that we can do.
But these are shiny, so I mean, I don't think that matters though to us, right?
The colors are different, but it's the designs that we understand, right?
Yeah. So, now that I see, what is it? The Clefable, it does look kind of derpy here.
And like
It
this,
looks
and
like
this is
he's wearing a
exactly, and like, and, you know, that was exactly what I was bitching about because it's like Mega Flygon has been something that fans have been asking for forever, and you're not going to do it because you quote unquote don't have an idea when you're willing to put something like Mega Clefable out. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Some of the other ones are totally fine. Like, I think Mega, fuck, what's it called? It's the Mega Phalanx, where it's just the dudes that form like a Megatron.
Oh, you mean okay? I gotta.
That's his name, is Mega Phalanx. Yes.
No, I know. Finding. I know what those guys look like. I just need to find them on this list. Oh, there. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. Well, now I have to think about it in this context. If you were to Gigantamax Phalanx, what do you think it would be?
I mean, it would probably be that. It would probably be a big Mechazord.
So do you think it being Mega makes sense like this then?
I think it's fine. I think of the ones that could have been Gigantamax forms, it's the one that makes the most sense. In terms of, like, what else were you really going to do with Mega Phalanx? Like, if you were going to do a Mega Phalanx in general. But, like, Mega Frostlass doesn't make any sense because you're not... Well, it makes sense in that it's cool, but it's, like, it's literally just Frostlass, but bigger.
You're right. I think because, like, imagine, what is it? What was the one that became, like, really phenomenally taller when it became
Meowth.
Giganta? Yeah, like, it's just like that. It's just like that.
Which is another one, by the way, because that one was like a meme because of Long Cat, right? That was the joke.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny in the way, like, it is towering. Because that's the whole point of, like, the Gigas.
Well, because, like, the actual, like, stated philosophy of Megas is that it takes whatever the Pokemon is known for and just, like, cranks it up to 11, right? So in actuality, for Frostlass, it should be wispier, and it should be like a giant snowstorm or something. Because that's like the whole.
If you're saying that's the case, Meowth should have a lot more money, I think. Like,
well, there's not a Mega Meowth. I mean, you need to focus. I said Mega's not Gigantamax. Long, like, Meowth being long makes sense for a Gigantamax form, because Gigantamax is literally just taking them and making them physically large.
Yeah, okay. So then if they were to make a Mega of Meowth, it would be, like,
more coins. Sure, money. I agree, right? Because that's like the thing that Meowth is known for, right? Is the coins.
Is unfathomable amounts of greed. Okay. What do you think about Weeping Bell? Or Victory Bell, I mean.
So, I think it's silly, and it's fun. Like, so the thing is that the concept of it being... So, taking the idea of Victory Bell and cranking up the poison is a great idea. However, the visual execution was to make it big, which is still Gigantamax. Like, in my mind,
you have a narrative to close it as well, but, like, it also kind of feels like, why are you wrapping up it like a gift from the top? Isn't the whole point to let it, like, spit it out?
Well, because the joke is that, like, ooh, it has tummy ache, right? And so it's like, I feel like the Mega Evolution version of Victory Bell would have just had, like, waterfalls of acidic poison, like, coming out of its mouth or something like that. Something where it's, like, overflowing with poison. Whereas this one is just big Victory Bell with a tummy ache, which is fine. Like, I still think, like, I want to reiterate, I think the design is fine. I just don't think it's a Mega.
Okay. So let me see then. Mega, so Mega Victory Bell, because some of them are kind of, it's not like basic per se, but it's like they have like kind of one note ideas to them, which is not bad. So if it's poison, oh my god, cat.
Okay. Whatever the fuck just happened to Saba.
Oh my god, my cat's going crazy right now. So do you think it becoming Mega qualifies it to, like, have a hue shift, a color shift?
What the fuck is that? Is that a foghorn? What the fuck is that? Is that you or is that in the game?
There is no sound coming from over here except for me.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay, well, you know what? It probably is a foghorn in-game. Now, what do you mean by hue shift? Because, like, who are you referring to? Because I'll remind you that, once again, all of these that you just showed are shinies.
So, oh, yes, but not in that sort of way.
Right, you have to tell me who has the hue shift.
So, for example, do you think Mega Victory Bell would make sense if, not like the entirety, but like towards the top of it, it started to like become purple, like
Oh,
ombre,
sure. Yeah,
like
yeah. That
purple.
no, absolutely. That makes tons of sense. The idea of like the poison is just like too much. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to think of right now in terms of what would like the better version, I guess, be, because like I think I could agree if this was a Gigantamax, I feel like it would have felt a little better. So okay, in that case, then it being purple is kind of what I imagine. Like, so towards the top, it kind of is like an ombre. I don't know if there's like any other design aspect I would add to that, because like unfortunately Victory Bell is a little it's one of more of like it's like a plant, right? It's like a one note plant, unless there's like a different form of the plant, like there's pitcher plants that are just like all purple or something like that, you know.
Well, sure, but I mean, once again,
whether or not we wanted to
the
change it,
stated
that's-
design objective of Megas is that you just take what it already has and you crank it up to 11. So you would just make it, it would just have like, I don't know, like bigger fangs, meaner eyes, like more evil looking leaves, waterfalls of poison coming out of its mouth, like I said. I think.
Oh, that'd
I don't
be
know.
cool.
Because I'm obviously
so
not
instead
be all
of-
end all, but
so if they want it to be somewhat similar, you could do, so it's becoming purple at the top, and at the top you have like it's not spewing, but it's like drooling poison. That could be fun.
yeah.
Okay, well, we resolved that issue.
You're picking up on what I'm putting down.
True. So Mega Starmie. Also, now that we're
I don't
talking
think you
about
can change that design, because the
Gigantamaxing-
objective of the design is to be a stupid joke, which it succeeds at incredibly well.
Yeah, but is it also doing more of a thing where it fits, once again, Gigantamax better, you think?
No, because it's not actually that much bigger. Like
It feels bigger.
No, but Saba, Gigantamax Starmie would be like each of the spikes would be like ridiculously long, not just the two to make it look like it's walking. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it would
yeah.
go from looking like a classic starfish to looking like one of those freaky ass starfish where the legs are super long, right? Like that would be
Oh,
Gigantamax
I like
Starmie,
that.
right?
Okay. So what would be the thing we do to save hey Cat, to save Starmie?
I'm gonna wait for you to be done with the cat before I continue this conversation.
Come on, get out from under there.
Omar is as big as 20 pearls.
He's just gonna ruin it all. There's no way for me to get him out right now, unfortunately. Oh shoot. You take those. Okay, so yeah, what would you say to, how would we save it?
So quote unquote save is obviously like a very operative phrase here. If I had to make a suggestion, I think my basic suggestion would be Staryu is just a starfish with a crystal in the middle. Starmie is two Staryus kind of duct taped together. So you could do a mega where it's either 3 or 4 Starmies taped together, and it would just be like a big stack of starfish that all rotate around each other. Now, is that the most creative idea in the world? No, but it's like where it would
But
logically
you're
go.
following their logic?
Yeah, following the logic and just cranking it up, right? Because Mega Evolutions are essentially just another evolution of the Pokemon, but you don't actually have to have a new Pokemon, right? Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Wow, I got S already? That's crazy.
So let me see here. If I'm looking at the other guys, so do you like Mega Delphox?
Yes, I think of the 3. So I do want to reiterate that I totally didn't register that in the generation where they introduced Mega Evolutions, i.e. Gen 6, the Gen 1 starters got Mega Evolutions, but not the starters for Gen 6, which is disgusting. Like that's vile. And so the idea of going back and giving the Gen 6 starters Mega Evolutions is great. I think it's a great idea. Now I think Greninja's design is actively a Gigantamax, because once again, you're taking something and just making it really big, right? You're
But
taking
yeah,
the
putting her on a like
no,
broom.
no, I think the
Okay.
Delphox is a great mega, because you're taking the concept of her being like a witch and cranking it up to 11, which is awesome. You're not like Gigantamax Delphox would either have like a giant hat or like a giant broom or something. You know what I mean? Like that's what that would be. You would take one aspect of the design and just make it really big. Whereas Mega Delphox is taking the idea of a witch and just like cranking it up even more, which is great. Mega Chestnut is also kind of a good mega design in the sense of like they took the idea of him being a knight and just cranked it up a little bit more. The problem is that Chestnut, mega or not, is really boring. so like who cares?
Yeah.
You know? Like Mega Greninja should have like either more weapons or be more ninja, right? Whereas they didn't do that. They gave him a giant stupid shuriken, which is a Gigantamax thing, not a mega thing.
Well, I guess, but the idea of him being underneath it is more ninja.
Is it? Under what
Right?
circumstance?
Like he's like sneaky, I guess. The fact that he
Are you
can, like,
in
I
what
guess there's,
in
like,
what
ninjas have
way? Like
superpowers.
I understand that you're trying to like play devil's advocate here, but like what about the Mega Greninja design shouts to you that he's more sneaky? Is it the giant glowing spinning shuriken?
no, not that part about it.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Where it's like there is not really any. They literally just took an aspect of his design and made it big, which is Gigantamax, not Mega. You know?
So then what do you think should have, like, he's just in like a cloud of smoke?
No, you could have given him just like a like. The problem is that the stuff that I'm thinking of in my mind look great as sprites in my mind, whereas like I don't trust the Pokemon Company or Game Freak to do this well in 3D. But in my mind, Mega Greninja should just have like way more weapons. Like he should have like a fucking water katana or like an ice katana, and then he should be throwing water shurikens as well as the fucking kunai and stuff like that. Like he should just have like, because that's his thing is like, it's a ninja, so he should be doing a bunch of ninja shit, right? As opposed to giant helicopter blade that's a shuriken, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and once again, I don't want to imply in any context that I'm like correct about this or whatever, but it's just I feel like they dropped the ball on his design, not in the sense of like it's bad, because I think it's fine. It's just it doesn't feel mega. Again, as I've said,
Okay.
however many times.
So one of these is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
What would you? So Mega Chandelure.
I
right?
love
think-
Mega Chandelure. I think it's great.
I love it, but what would the difference between this and like a Gigantamax Chandelure be?
That's a good question. Because it would be hard. It'd be hard to really answer that question because they're kind of the same thing in this context.
Yes.
Because Chandelure's thing is that it's a chandelier, right? So the idea that they took, Chandelure and just made it a more complex chandelier is what you would do in both contexts. Unfortunately.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this doesn't really. They're the same thing. Like the idea, because they made him bigger by adding more parts, but that's also.
But that's it. But that's what his
what
what his theme is. So that also makes sense. I agree.
Yeah. So okay, that's a very interesting one.
That one is interesting. I would agree.
I have to. Let me go down here. Mega Meganium just kind of makes me sad.
Mega Meganium is definitely a letdown. Now, I think
get it,
Mega
but-
Embor is fine-ish because it's like I see what they're doing. They're taking the idea of him being like a military leader and cranking that up to 11, which is fine. Mega Meganium literally just getting more flowers on its neck and pretty much nothing else is pretty bad. Like that's really boring,
Like, even
but it's
in the
not
2D
stupid like Mega
sprite,
Feraligatr.
The 2D sprites of like Mega Meganium doesn't make it look as bad. But then you look at the actual like 3D model and you're like, oh, it's just not Because it's like the idea. I think the idea should have been it becomes. So it's like if you start off with leaf, and then you get to plant, and then you get to flower, right? Where it's like
What would
okay,
be the next step
the
after flower?
fruit, in my opinion.
Oh, Saba, you fucking figured it out instantly. Straight up, that's the correct answer. That's a great answer.
The what types of fruit we would put?
I don't know.
Sure.
You could have it be just a big bouquet of a bunch of tropical fruit.
As long as it doesn't get close to the banana guy.
Tropius. And yeah, you can still stay. You can still stay.
Imagine if it was like grapes, like it was hanging down like grapes, like that would have been kind of cute.
Maybe, sure, or like you know, once again, heavens forbid, Game Freak actually do something cool. But wouldn't that be kind of neat if, like, depending on your Meganium's nature, it had different fruit? So, like, one of them had grapes, one of them had apples,
fun, yeah.
one of them had oranges, whatever, you know?
Yes. So, okay, well, we resolved, I guess, that one.
That one, yeah.
Okay, let me see here. And you already did Frost last, so you wanted to talk about, what was it? For Alligator, who's not on here, but I know what he looks like.
Is it not on here?
No,
yeah, it is.
No, you're right. I see him.
Yeah,
I see him
it's
on
right
the
above
other one
Grandpa,
here.
right below Greninja.
Oh, frick! It's the shiny that threw me off. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the idea isn't that bad, but it once again kind
I
of
think
just
the
looked a
idea
little
is very
goofy.
bad, personally.
Like, I think his tail has become like bigger, which I don't know. Maybe you're like, this is.
Saber, are
once
you
again, like,
familiar with what the gimmick actually is with him, or are you just looking at his design?
So I know it closes shut, and
And
that part
it looks like Totodile's head.
Yeah, so that part is different. I'm saying just from like the screenshot where it looks like he's got like a bigger tail that looks like he can like actually I don't know if it's on his tail or it's on his neck.
You talking about the big thing that's like the top of the jaw? That's on his back. It's like
never mind.
it's like
Okay.
a hood. That's not his tail.
Like if it was his tail, I was like, oh, that's like okay, like from the first half that doesn't include it freaking snapping shut.
Winner
The
takes
snapping
all.
shut is essentially what you're talking about, where it's like, this is a gimmick.
Well, because the idea, like, I can see where they were coming from, because the idea that they were clearly trying to go for was like, oh, for Alligator is known for having his crazy jaw, right? So we're gonna essentially make it so that way he has like a second bigger jaw, and it's like, okay, I get that, and I don't know, it's
But
very
the idea
silly.
is you become baby crocodile to big crocodile, right? That's the.
And then back to baby crocodile, because it's like the face that he makes when he closes up is Totodile again. So like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, yeah, that part doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking about in terms of, but like, how would you make something more alligator?
Well, I don't like. My thing is that this is another one where it's like, well, what is he known for? He's known for being ferocious and biting things. So genuinely, you could either go one of two directions, in my opinion. You would have to go the quote unquote like Gigantamax route, where you just give him a bigger mouth. Or you could do some like body horror shit where he has multiple mouths inside of each other. But even then, that's fucking terrifying, and you don't necessarily want that.
I never thought this kind of thing, it's like going against them, you know, it being too simple. Trying to think. Because it's not like,
Big roll,
you know,
lots
it's
of
not,
yokai. That's fun as hell.
it's not like the water part of this too. It's not something that's really adding to his character. Like, he's the thing that makes him water is that he's blue, you know, essentially.
Sure.
So it's
yeah.
not like we could add like water.
I mean, in a literal sense, because he's clearly also Godzilla, right? Like, that's clearly also part of the thing. You could turn him into more Godzilla, where it's like bigger spikes, and now his thing is that he shoots like a fucking laser beam of water. But at the same time, like, okay, like, who cares, you know?
Yeah.
And like I think I like my thing is that I don't like, this is the part that pisses me off, because once again it's like, oh, we don't have any ideas for Mega Flygon. You clearly didn't have any fucking ideas for Mega Feraligatr. You literally wiped your ass and then was like, oh yeah, that's a Pokemon. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh. Because I'm thinking in terms of, okay, so that I don't really know if I have any good ideas for that, unfortunately.
We can come back to that.
Yeah, I was also thinking, I was seeing Mega Greninja again, and I was like, you know what this also feels like for him?
What?
It's like, oh my god, as a, like, boy, as probably a tiny child boy, Mega Greninja looks sick, you know?
Sure.
I think that's another reason why.
I don't think that's
that way.
necessarily wrong, but it's also, I don't know. I think you could
feel satisfying. Obviously, I don't think that should be the only. Like, obviously, you should be able to make a good design that also fits within like your narrative.
But I guess that's my argument, is that like you can make a billion designs that like little kids would be like, wow, that's sick. You know?
Yes. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay.
Like so because like Greninja's tongue is his scarf, right? Is his ninja scarf. Could you imagine a variant where, or like a different version of the Mega where like the tongue is so long that he's able to like freeze the drool, like the spit off the end, and that turns into his fucking katana? That'd be kind of sick, actually.
I would be kind of sick and also a little bit gross.
Yeah, but it's kind of gross that his fucking tongue is his scarf right now.
That is true. Let's see. So, Mega Excadrill.
Excadrill. It's the.
Come on, gents. I needed those.
The mole.
I mean, this is playing up what he is, you know.
Like,
essentially.
In a literal sense,
more drills, but it looks goofy.
It looks goofy, but I think that's the point, right? Because the point is that in 3D, what he does in animation, he closes up into a drill and then rockets forward, right? And it's like, okay, I get where you're going.
But is this also going to fall into the same category of like, this is also the same thing that we would expect Gigantamaxing would be? Like, it's just going to be a bigger
No, because
drill?
I would expect, in this particular case, I would expect Gigantamax. Like, this is the thing. I would expect Gigantamax Excadrill to be a better design in the sense of like, it would just be a bigger mole where like his claws are drills instead of him just turning into a big stupid looking drill. Like... Like, I don't know. I don't think it, like, personally, I don't think it looks like a Gigantamax. Because you're taking the concept, which is that he digs, and you're cranking it up to 11, which is what a Mega should do. I just think that the execution is subpar because, man, that looks stupid as fuck. You know?
Yeah. Okay, I don't really have much of a saving grace for that. Like, I don't really know. God, it's so tiny. Hold on. And also, the first one on the top left, the thing that says eel.
Oh, that's Electros.
Okay. So Electros. This Pokemon is really. I don't
Electros
really...
starts as Tiny Mo, which is just like a little like sparky eel, and then Electros, which is the it's like one of the best Pokemon from Gen 5. It's an electric type that also has the ability Levitate, which means that it's immune to ground type moves, which is like insane. I think Mega Electros is fine because you're taking the concept of it just being an eel and just essentially multiplying it by 3, which is fine. I think it's okay.
I will say this Pokemon doesn't mean enough to me for me to really...
I love Electros, dude. It's so good. It's a good Pokemon.
The Pokemon. Hello, other cat. Now, what do you want from me? That's the question. Two cat. Okay. Mega Scruffy? I don't...
So it's Scrafty. The original Gen 5 intention of the design was that it was the ne'er-do-well. It was like the hoodlum Pokemon because it's shed its skin, but then its skin looked like a hoodie.
Yeah.
So now the idea is that it has shed its skin so much that it's actually like super hard and it's like armor that still looks like a hoodie. I think it's fine because you're taking the concept of it being. You're taking a concept of like, hey, it's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon ne'er-do-well in a hoodie, and you're like cranking it up to 11. That's fine. I think it's okay.
I just don't think it looks like
A Mega.
it doesn't look that special per se. Like I get what you're saying narrative wise.
No, but I fully agree with you. I don't think it looks like a Mega. If anything, it just looks like another evolution, which is kind of what you're going for, but not really.
I'm wondering because the point of him is to keep the delinquency thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that would make him more delinquent than his original design is if you like put like 3 or 4 of them. Like if his mega form was like there's now a gang of them. But I can see why they wouldn't do that necessarily.
Well, I was like, why not have him put on a ski mask instead?
So that way he's actually like a robber. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's not necessarily the worst idea in the world.
Ooh. What's the point of me coming up here, I guess?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Yeah. So let me see. I have to shift this. Mega Skarmory?
Mega Skarmory gets longer wings and bigger talons on his feet. And the thing is that you might say like, oh, okay, so you just took something on him and made it bigger. And it's like, not actually. Because the original Gen 2 concept for Skarmory was that it was based on, funny enough, like a yokai, I believe, where it was like a bird that would dive so quickly that it would chop down trees. So the idea that you're just making it sharper is actually what they're going for here. And it also turns gold. The Mega Evolution is like, for whatever reason, they were like, well, it's silvery and steel, so that means that a better version of metal must be gold, despite that not being true at all.
I was gonna be like, because Skarmory in the name.
But where are you? You're like at the end of a hallway.
I'm just bending down because I have to pet this cat.
Then put the cat on your lap or something. I can't hear you.
No, this cat is too scary for that. But it's like the whole point is like Skarmory is supposed to be like armor, right? With the name at least.
It's supposed to be. No. It's not armory as in like it is covered in armor. It's armory as in it is weapons, like an armory for weapons.
Yeah, why not like adjust the shape of the armor on him?
They did.
Then is that okay? Maybe I just don't remember what.
Yeah. His wings are supposed to look like sword. The main thing that they changed is they made his talons also swords. That's the main thing that they changed.
Okay, and what's the guy that's directly underneath him?
Barbonacle. That's a Gen 7 Pokemon, I believe.
Oh, he looks different. It's probably just because of the color. I was like, what the frick? Why is this guy gray?
Yeah, Barbonacle being a... Barbonacle just getting more arms is exactly what his Mega should be. So although I don't like Barbonacle and I think he's really lame, I do think his Mega is totally legit. So...
Okay. I have to shift the image. God dang it, why do these cats want something with me right now? I'm in the middle of playing! I know, you're cute, but you gotta let me go.
Black Oni.
Get ready for nothing. Okay, okay. Whew.
Yes, Saba?
A marathon.
And now you're really loud in my ear again. Okay, let me turn it down slightly.
Mega. Oh, that's the seahorse guy.
Seahorse? Oh, you mean the sea dragon? Dragalge? Yeah, I think
Yes.
that one's largely fine because the idea is that it's like super
I will
toxic
say
and
it just looked a
yeah.
little bit busy though.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah.
Okay. Scolipede.
Scolipede
What
just gets
that mean?
armor. It's supposed to look like an armored bug centaur, which I think is fine. I think that's okay.
I mean, I don't. I wish because is it supposed to be centaur?
Kinda, yes.
Oh, that's about because it looked like a steed to me. You know, it looked like a.
Yes. But it's
I don't. If it's why would it only be in the front though? I guess why go?
I mean,
centaur
it definitely
with
looks
the
front
horse?
heavy.
That's when, like, it looks a little like I would have loved it if you had made it like
Like it was like it was covered in
armored
horse armor, but it's bug horse armor.
Yeah, it's bug horse.
I don't disagree. I think that I think that that is a reasonable thing to have an expectation for. So yeah.
Turn him into also. You could turn him into a unicorn, a horse,
I
or
can't.
a bug unicorn.
You should have made him into a chariot. Does it? He already has horns, Saba. Why would you give him less horns?
No, but imagine if it was it. Wait, two horns fusing together at one at the top. That'd be fun.
And it just becomes bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
I'm also thinking Gigantamax, I guess, in the back of my mind.
I know.
So
You need to stop, and you need to stop doing that, you heathen.
We talked about what is it, Dragonite?
Yeah, we've already talked about this one at length, where it's just like
What's
I
a
understand
bummer
what they were
is
going
that,
for,
like,
and I
it's not
appreciate the
bad.
effort, but I don't think they succeeded.
Yeah.
They could have done better. Genuinely, I think one of the main things they should have done was changed his color. I think keeping him yellow is a bad idea.
Well, as you can see, like the shiny is blue.
Cool.
Which is-
I don't care.
Fortunate. It's funny that they relegated it to being the shiny version, which looks more like the other guys.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I understand that shiny Dragonite is the one that has the normal, like the more normal color scheme to begin with, but at the same time, like do better than, I guess. Like I don't know. Like if your objective was to harken back to the original designs of Dratini and Dragonair, do it. Like don't go halfway and have a design that's just bad. Like the shiny of Mega Dragonite should be the one where he just looks normal, where he's just yellow again.
That could be fun. So I'm trying to think, because like the extra wings make sense, I guess. I just don't like the ball at the back. I get it. Once again, they're harkening, but it's not even on the tip of the tail. It's like it just feels like they shoved a sphere, a polysphere onto him.
Which I think they did. I think you're correct about that.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. We've already talked about that one, so I'll let it roll. So I just can't read the names.
Halucha Saba.
Thank you. You're very helpful in this regard. I mean, he's just yes. I think this is essentially what he just.
I mean, he was a
becomes
luchador, and they just made him more luchador, which is exactly what a
Yeah.
mega should be. So he's fine, I think.
So I think that one's okay. Oh, that's the end of that one. Mega Drampa.
Mega Drampa is fucking sick. Because the original concept of Drampa is that he's like the dragon from Neverending Story, where he's just like really gentle and kind and loving, and you know, he takes care of kids and stuff like that, and that's awesome. Whereas Mega Drampa is like, I am the wrath of God, go fuck yourself. That's sick.
Does he have regular color? I don't know. Is his colors like the same as what his normal colors
Kinda. So his clouds are definitely black in the Mega, but instead of being yellow skinned, I think he's blue or white skinned.
So he's just an angry grandpa.
Yeah, he's just angry grandpa now.
Okay. That's fine. I have nothing to say to get that against that.
I think that one's fine.
The
Malamar.
guy right next to Malamar, thank you. The guy right next to him, I think he's supposed to be like a bigger evil guy, right?
Correct. He's
essentially?
supposed to be like a super villain, and he has like the hypnosis stuff, which I think is great. I think Mega Malamar is perfect. Now it's unfortunate because he's one of the weakest in terms of total stat distribution, but whatever.
Okay, and then we already talked about Embor. Oh, Mega Floette. Floette. I got close.
So Mega Floette is weird because what they ended up doing here was they chose. So it's more of a harkening back to the Gen 6 lore, because the idea was, and I know you kind of remember this, but like in the original Gen 6 lore, there was like a like a doomsday device that was like fired, and then that's what caused Mega Evolutions to occur in the first place. And so this is Floette turns Mega, recreates the Doomsday device. Like, it turns out the Doomsday device was kind of Floette-ish, not really. And so it's like, technically this Floette is a Doomsday device, which is like, okay, I get it. You are taking, because like the thing is like, you're taking something that Floette has, i.e. the flower, and making it big, which would be Gigantamax by definition. But I can see what you're doing. Like, you have lore reasons for why this makes sense to be a Mega, and so I think it passes. I think it passes the smell test.
Okay. Because it's just kind of like a bigger flower, right?
Correct, but once again, there's lore reasons for why it exists like this.
Imagine if the Gigantamax of this was it actually became smaller.
Sure. I mean, that's fair. I mean, genuinely, probably the Gigantamax would be a bouquet of flowers. Right?
Oh.
So the idea of, like this
a-
one turning the flower into the Doomsday device, I think is fine.
Okay. And then... Oh, is that the giant spider?
It's Mega Zygarde, Saba.
No. Oh, is it? Sorry. There's
Yes.
like one other guy that looks like really polygonal that I was like, I don't remember what that guy is though.
This is Mega Zygarde.
He turns into a
nuke.
Okay.
That's literally the idea is that it's a nuke, and then at the end of the nuke, you can't see it in this screenshot, but at the end of the nuke, there's a collection of lines that glow X, Y, and then Z when he does his attacks.
Oh.
Because Pokemon Z was originally going to be a thing, and then they canceled it. So,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If this was something that he summoned, like if he did, when he did his like super move, if he summoned the big nuke and then did it, I think that would be great. However, as is, I think that this is stupid because he just always has the nuke out, which I think is stupid. So there you go.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's very on the nose, you know?
It's very on the nose for him being like powerful or whatever. Because like the thing is that Zygarde's whole gimmick is that he's actually made of 100 independent cells, right? So it's like you have the 10% form, which is a dog, the 50% form, which is the original snake, and then you have the 100% form, which is him as like a fucking mecha, right? Which is like, okay, cool.
That's the thing. So the mecha's like whatever, right? But it's like the first two are like animals, right?
Sure.
So it's like there has to there. It feels like there's, and there probably is like a symbolism to each of the animals as well being there.
Well, I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, it's a little bit backwards. Because remember, Zygarde originally only had the 50% form, although it wasn't called that. It was just called Zygarde. And the idea was that was supposed to harken back to... Because remember, it was Yveltal, which is like a bird, and then Xerneas, which is like a deer. And so the bird, the deer, or the bird, the stag, and the snake are all quintessential figures in the world creation myth of Norse mythology.
Okay, and so
you start from there.
There was nothing else.
Well, so you start from there, and then when they canceled Pokemon Z, they were like, okay, well, we're just going to keep going. And the original thing was that the dog has like a cape, and it was supposed to be a reference to like fucking whatever the Japanese name for the Power Rangers was.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's literally what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like they had a dog companion in the original show, like the original Japanese show, and then the reason why the 100% form looks like a big Voltron Megazord thing is because that's what it's supposed to be, literally. So they essentially took two separate concepts and just made it 10, 50, and 100.
10, 50, and 100.
So in a literal sense, in my opinion, what you could do is 100%, or the Mega Zygarde should just be another mecha, but he's like fucking like more insane. Like he has like floating pieces and stuff like that. And then you could just have the floating pieces assemble themselves into the stuff that he uses. Like, once again, I think the idea of it being a nuke is fine, but the idea that he is just permanently a nuke is stupid.
Yeah, okay. So this Pokemon just has like a design that I'm just like, eh. I get where its basis is. It's just not my favorite.
And that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I might even be tempted to agree. Despite it being the Pokemon that I was like really excited for. Because when I was a kid, I was like, oh, Pokemon Z, that's super me. And then it didn't happen. I was like, fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, that's fun. It's the same dinosaur level, but now it's all people, and that's fun.
Well,
so that's all of them.
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's all of them until the DLC. Well, actually, that's not all of them, because there's Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that, and I was like,
I think they're gonna be in the DLC, because that's the Mega Dimension DLC.
I don't think I cared for it, as for what I recall.
I think it's fine. Like, it's the thing where it's like that guy, you already mentioned it, the guy who's like, oh, all Mega designs are designed after either looking like an X or a Y. That guy's eating good, because those are literally designed to look like an X and a Y. But that's kind of it.
Oh, well. Okay. Pokemon is confusing.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing.
I don't think they understand what they're doing is like part of the problem.
Sad. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, Raheem, thank you.
Hello,
I
Raheem.
barely have gotten things together. I'm trying my best. I like recently discovered how to actually find things.
Okay.
Like find resources, because before, you know, the water spouts used to be water. Now they're deep brine.
Saba, I have literally no idea what you're talking about, because I don't know what game you're playing.
Oh, Slime Rancher.
Okay, because you never said what you were playing.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, Slime Rancher 2.
All right. So what about it? Sorry.
The water spouts used to be water, but now they're deep brine.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, at first I didn't realize that was what was happening. So I wasn't collecting it. And it was very sad.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're getting at.
I wasted a lot of not collecting those. I should have been collecting, but I...
You should have been collecting them, Saber.
Oh, here's one.
And Lord Katamari.
So where do you think Pokemon's gonna go next?
Did I not send you that picture? Hold on. Let me...
Maybe you did, and I just don't recall.
No, I might not have. Let me... I have to scroll up. I know I sent it to Grant. Yeah, here it is. Okay.
Oh, don't be angry at me. Don't be angry at me. Don't be angry. Oh, what's this?
I'm fucking pissed at you.
Don't be angry at me. Don't be angry at me. Don't be angry at me.
All right, I just sent it to you.
Which one? I don't know. Which one do I prefer? I think I like this Slime Rancher a little better on the basis of, I actually like that you gather the resources on the outside, and you bring that back versus I don't remember what it was in the first one. It was just more annoying, I thought, in the first one. But at the same time, the amount of stuff required to make certain things is crazy. Like, you had access to the water pack almost instantaneously, which I think is a nice basic necessity.
Yeah.
But they don't give that to us. The decor... So crafting was easier last time, I think, but I like the resource gathering of this. Oh, of course, sentimental value is 100%. I think what makes this better is I did play the first one, you know? Wind Waves is releasing... Oh, that's a DLC. Pokemon Legends Galar?
Oh!
What was Pokemon Legends again? Is that the... No, it's not the fighting thing.
Sab, are you
Pokemon
shitting
actually
me?
has a lot
Really?
of games. My brain, I'm currently thinking about like 4 different
You're
things at the
making me pissed off because we literally just spent the last hour talking about Pokemon Legends ZA, the one that has all the
No,
new
we did,
megas
but
in it.
Doesn't this already exist?
No. Pokemon Legends is the
Legends
open world
Galar?
Pokemon games. We've had Arceus and we've
so-
had ZA. And then the leaker was talking about Galar.
So they're planning on going back to a region.
They've already done that, Saba.
Yeah.
They've done that twice. Both of
So
them are
they're
going back to an
planning
old
on-
region.
Do you think they're planning on doing like the full series of going back, and then now it's just like?
I
with a
don't think
different
so. I'm
concept?
assuming it's time periods, right? Because like Pokemon ZA is near future, whereas Pokemon Legends Arceus was like ancient Japan or like, you know, medieval Japan or whatever. They're probably, if they're doing a Galar, they're probably going to do medieval Galar, where it's going to be like knights and dragons and stuff.
Actually, that's pretty good. I like medieval stuff, and
Yeah.
especially in like the English, Scottish, you know, all of the stuff.
Sure.
How's life though? You good? I'm doing pretty okay, Raheem. How about you?
I cast Blood Explosion on Raheem.
Oh my god! Stop trying to kill people, Zach.
Try.
It's not. Also, because the thing is, I think what the bummer thing is that there's like a good number of, because I don't know whether or not this is following the trend where they're like, oh, well, let's just go back to the places that we've already made and just like, you know, give people more of that, because there have been a lot of people who have made, and I've shown you some of the videos of this way back, where they're like, you know, Pokemon region based off of like Australia, based off of like blank blank blank, and it's like, okay, so it seems like they're taking a little bit of step away from trying to make, because the latest one we had was Scarlet and Violet, right?
Which was based on the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain.
Yeah,
And you
so that
clearly
was
didn't. You
weird.
clearly didn't actually read the thing that I sent you, because the the very first one is Pokemon Wind/Waves, which is allegedly based on Greece.
Oh, sorry. I saw that as being DLC, so I thought they were just adding that onto something. Oh,
No,
never
it's
mind,
going to
they are
be
making
that
it.
with DLC. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so they're just gonna make DLC.
Yeah. The next Pokemon Gen
That's
10 is supposed
cool.
to be based on Greece, allegedly.
All right.
Yeah. Sub is muted. Sub is muted because she's talking to Raheem.
No, I was muted because I was talking to someone else. I was okay until Zach cast a spell on me. I can feel it coursing through my body now. I'll cast Cure Curse.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news,
Yeah, but I make the rules in my chat, so it seems okay.
this is
Or
a
at least-
weird level. Look at this.
You're in like a desert.
Well, we're in the desert, but the mission is to dig a hole.
You're trying to find water.
No, we're just making a mole happy.
Okay.
This
Oh, I
bedrock
will
looks
say,
solid.
Raheem, one thing I don't like. So, like, having to use torch for resources, sure, but I am so much exponentially slower at actually accumulating money. And that bothers me. I don't
Now,
like
is that a lack of familiarity with the current game, or what do you think that is?
It's just the amount required to make the resources like that they want is high. That's the thing. And I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong because I don't have like 50 slimes in one pen. Oh god, I'm sad. But he's kind of sad. Okay, so I mean, I've seen, what is it? Like I said, I've seen some people talking about, you know, designs based off of like Greece. So I hope they do well.
I think it could be cool. I think it could be neat, especially if they do the thing that people have been theorizing for a while, where like the gym leaders would be based on like the Greek gods and stuff.
Oh yeah, and it could be like a spiritual position too, where it's like, yeah, each of them, it's like Zeus is the thunder, but obviously it's not the actual god, it's just the whoever.
It would just be
commands.
like, well, it would be kind of like how Gen 7 didn't really have gym leaders; they had kahunas, right?
Yeah,
It'd be something similar, where it's like this is a leader of like the community as opposed to just the leader of the gym.
Oh, ew. Raheem is casting a poop thing on you, where afterwards you're gonna, it'll be bad. Poop's gonna be coming out everywhere.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's not how that works here. So.
It does, yeah.
But Zach, you're telling me you're not gonna go to the bathroom after stream?
Nope.
You're not gonna go to the bathroom at all at
Nope.
any point after stream?
Nope.
So he's gonna implode via poop.
Nope.
Let's see. Well, Zach, good luck. Something poop related is gonna happen to you. I don't know
Nope.
what it's gonna be, but
Incorrect. As usual.
Zach's in denial about the poop. Zach, if you have a problem, you can't ignore it. You have to make sure to take care of problems.
Anyway. I kind of like this level.
Oh shoot, I shot it.
Yeah.
These chickens proliferate too quickly. Alright, chickens. The Yoki boys have to stay here. But y'all can come with me. Oh, that's an old man. Also, they're taunting me with bees.
Bees.
These guys. Like, there's Zach's ego won't let him go to the toilet until tomorrow. Where it's whatchamacallit. It's just I saw Raheem's thing and my brain zoned out. Do I drive? Yes. It's kind of a necessity in America. I think you'll be. It's more common to drive than not here.
I'm about to say, I think that's pretty much true. You can get away with it in like New York,
Yeah, you can get away with it easier in cities.
places that have
Right.
actual. Well, I don't even know if cities is necessarily the correct definition, because it's like there's a lot of cities that just have zero public transit, i.e., like Charlotte.
In very popular old cities.
I guess so, because Boston kind of has like a half decent public transit, I think.
What was my first car? I mean, I guess I could just say it was a Prius. I like my Prius. I didn't really own a car in that way. It's like kind of like family cars, but the one I mainly drive is the Prius. It's kind of mine. And I don't, at one point I was driving to like the library and we were just like chilling there, and these like stupid boys in cars just yelled at me that I have a loser car, and I'm like,
It's true.
okay. I'm like, and at least I have better gas mileage than you because it's a hybrid.
Yeah, but unfortunately you lost aura, so.
I don't think these sort of boys count as me.
You don't get to arbitrate who arbitrates aura, Seba. That's auraless behavior.
Yeah, but in reality, could them yelling out of a car at me at a library
Of
also,
course.
like, losing
Yeah, that
aura?
could absolutely led to aura loss. However, it was not outpaced by the amount of aura that you lost for driving a Prius.
Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with my Prius, so
And you're allowed to be happy being auralist. That's like your, that's your own thing.
It's true.
See?
She wanted a Volkswagen Polo, minimum 2020 plate. We went to the VW showroom, and the salesmen are they're good at their job. That's I think the point. The salesmen are, they want the money.
They want the money.
So mad.
Oh, look at this. This is a fun level. Look at this.
Okay, I basically need to give this everything. Yeah, I would be really bad at a situation like that where you need to barter, because I feel bad, but they certainly don't feel bad.
Correct. You're easy. You're easy pickings.
Yeah, because I'm a nice person.
No, because you're naive and easy to manipulate.
Yeah, naive and nice. Okay.
And is very generous there.
No, I am very nice. It's just not to you.
So you're not nice.
To you.
Nope.
That's how that works.
Nope.
How can I hold all of it? Hallelujah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck. Jesus.
We came out with a brand new 2025 plate Polo TS, fresh from Germany with 0 miles and no previous owner.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have a car. Oh, I'm paying $370 a month for 5 years. Well, at least you have a car.
They know.
I don't know. I don't understand car stuff, but
I mean,
I hope
I'm assuming they bought. I'm assuming they bought it on lease. I don't know. I don't know how much a car from 2020 actually costs.
Okay, I've regained some of my former glory. Okay, these guys are doing great. These guys are taking their sweet time. Ouch. First I showed her a 2017 model and stuff, and she's like, and she goes, "Who do you take me for? Don't you know your sister? I have standards." Which means, oh, God, I mean, all right. I mean, I guess.
I mean, also, 2017 is totally fine. I don't know what the necessarily wrong with that.
I think the sister wants something that's like brand spanking new.
I think the sister should get good taste instead of just following society, I guess.
Oh, 26,000. Oh. And that's in... I can never tell the symbol difference between euros and pounds is... I don't look at it enough to know, but it's one of the he's in England, so...
That'd be pounds, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, didn't England literally leave the European Union so they don't use the euro? I don't know. That might be incorrect, but I thought that's how that worked.
Pounds make sense, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna collect a bunch of these and send it on to... Send it on. Oh, right here. Yeah, I mean, but that's a lot of that's a car for you, you know. But I'm not really sure the difference. Brexit did happen, but even before Brexit, I imagine. Yeah, you guys used pounds before that. That I knew. I just did not know. I just do not remember, at least, the difference between the symbols at the moment.
One of them looks like an E, and the other one looks like an L. You can probably imagine which one.
LB with pounds. Ah, okay.
Technically not where it comes from, but that is a coincidence, yes.
Yeah, but I can, but I can use that to help you remember. Eat that. Be happy. So, I mean, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of muns. It's true.
How am I only at a C? Supposed to go down? No.
She was gonna get a 2020 plate for like 15,000, but okay, you gotta. You obviously can't do anything anymore, but and this is not to say you're scaring her, but was she aware that that's what salesmen do, especially car salesmen? Because some people don't know how easily they try to get you, or like the pressure of bartering, I guess.
I'm okay with the B, I think.
Okay,
Yay!
I remember his name. Well, don't do anything foolish, I guess. Well, at least I guess maybe whenever you go back, never go back to him. Very bad things are coming his way. Oh, Dave.
Oh, he's unsuspecting. You could cast Blood Explosion.
That is true. Let's go this way. So I think there was stuff here for me
Stop
to take.
Fucking keep hitting my mic.
Okay, fine. Where is this cat? Oh, here. Could I possibly hire Zach to be a hitman? I mean, Zach.
No.
Yes? No?
I don't work for anybody.
What if it's for 26K?
I don't work for anybody.
That's unfortunate, but you could engineer it, Raheem, to where he inadvertently does.
Yo, look at this!
Which way should I be going? This way. Into the unknown. That was a song from the movie.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I don't. Have I been up there? Can I get up there? That's the question. You know what I don't need, Zach? I have Minnie and her feline colony. True! And they won't take the animal to prison. They can't. And it's your animal. So.
Yeah, they'll just euthanize it.
Zach!
That's what they do when an animal does something bad, Saba.
Yeah, but if it's an entire colony, how do they know which one did it?
They don't. They just kill them all.
No.
That is literally what that is.
Animal rights. Yeah, but what if it was revenge?
That's good.
What if they were killing cats?
I just said, then it's good.
Oh, okay.
Fucking listen.
Very good. Then you need to. I'm gonna get Meanie and her feline colony to bite and chew all of David's cables at home. Oh, that's smart. Then they'll just think it's the rats.
No.
Oh, well, I have upgraded the jetpack maybe once. I'm not sure. I've upgraded a couple of things. Yeah, but the jetpack also, I mean, you don't instantly get jetpack either, I guess. So, it was a little bit of a sucky thing having to get this, but once you got some of the basic, honestly, the jetpack and the water are, I think, basic necessities that I wish they had. Oh, big guy! Is there any more fruit? So I think he wants fruit. fruit. I think the bats ate fruit. Hold on. Wait. Oh, you got another cat? No, I didn't know. Is it another black cat? Because if you got another black cat, you could actually name that one Void. And now it's Minnie and Void. Score. His name's Kai. He's a few months old, so he's way younger than Minnie. Oh yeah, he's a but that's the thing. It always ends up being, it's the law of the universe. One of them is an angel, and then the other one is a bundle of chaos. Sorry, man, you're gonna die because it's light outside. Any more fruits? Oh, there's a bunch right here. No. Wow, these guys are desperate. Sorry, gents, these are mine. Jumping Minnie and putting her in headlocks. Aw, no, too aggressive? Or like too harsh play. Oh no. It seems like he's a little bit too young and she's a little bit too old to like teach him manners.
Oh! With 1 second left. Yes.
Oh, I feel bad though. I mean, but I guess if he needs to be home somewhere else, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, if it may be better in the long run if you're able to send him to someone that they can teach him to like behave. It may be better for him too. That's a lot of chickens. Okay, what's over here? Here's our little baddie friend. This is not going to be enough, but... Do any of you have any fruit? I'm gonna miss him because he's adorable. He's so cuddly and soft when he's tired and sleeping. Yeah, I mean, if you're not able to do it, you know, not much. Oh, good lava dust. That's something that will be necessary in the future, presumably. How do these chickens live here? But I'll steal you just in case I come across a thing. Penny, that's a veggie. I can't use veggies. I guess I gotta keep going. Lava land. I do not want to. Ah, you're leaving. Okay, Raheem. Thanks for hanging out.
Bother
Have fun with your car.
I thought it was a sister's car.
Sister's car. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do not. I guess I have to go the other way.
Square mochi.
Oh, these are angry bats. Oh, they're still angry. Oh shoot, that's a... Gotta let the chickens go. Ew. Okay, I'm going up here. Just looking for some fruits. Ooh, that's lava dust. I'm gonna need some of that. Oh! The mip! Oh, there's a bunch of other things here. Where is it? Am I tripping? Where? 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 Oh, right there. Oh my god, it's just on a little platform. I got it! It's not the mip. Oh, that's a lot of lava. Oh, there's a lava guy right there. There's a very big man. I'm just gonna go grab this lava dust. I don't think I can touch the lava water. I think that's pretty reasonable. You definitely cannot be here without a jetpack. Oh! Trying to think if there's any kind of franchise I would like to make a like remake of something.
In what context?
Like, oh, this game's kind of old. I wish they made it again.
I mean, like, can you think of any games that were held back by the technology of its time, but that were still good?
That's the thing. There's so many that I'm trying to. Sometimes I'm trying to think about it, but like I'm wondering if like. Well, no, because some of them that are really good tend to also be really nice. Like, I was thinking of like old Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, you don't really need to remake those, though.
Yeah, and I was like, the only thing they would change is to update their models, but I'm like, do I really care? Like, is that enough for me to... What am I supposed to do with this guy?
Well, because there's like there's that argument, right? Which is like Disney should stop remaking movies that were already good and making them into bad live action remakes, and instead should be turning movies that didn't really get a chance in remaking them again, like Treasure Planet or Atlantis. You know?
Both of those were... I really like those.
I really like those. However, they were definitively box office bombs, which is really sad.
Yeah, which is kind of suck because you do have like, it's not a cult, but like you do have like
Cult following.
a fan base for them.
Yeah, cult following. I think that's the word you were looking for.
Okay, cult following.
Yeah, I think you were right. And I don't know, like I agree. Like, I don't know, because, like, while I obviously love, like, fucking adore the art style of both of those movies, I do feel that they almost fit a live-action remake more. Because, like, that's the whole point of making something live-action, is to show you something that would be impossible, but make it look real, I guess, you know? Like, Atlantis in live-action would actually be kind of sick, I think.
Well, it depends on, you know, if they execute it well, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you could say that about anything.
Yeah, I could believe the vision. It's, once again, I think you could make anything a live action.
I don't think so.
As long as you do it
well, sorry.
But it
if
becomes
you're
kind of redundant at some point, you know?
Well, it's kind of like, remember how we had that discussion about, like, subverting expectations, where it's like subverting expectations only works if the things you're subverting into is better than what you were implying, right? It's like more engaging or more interesting than what you were implying. So, like, if you're doing a remake of something, if you're doing just like a live action movie, that's fine. Like, you could just do it as whatever. But if you're remaking something, the remake either needs to be better or have an actual, like, tangible reason to exist. which like live action, what'd you calls it? Lion King like didn't. Like live action Lion King has no reason to exist beyond money, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because that was already like you're not going to get real animals. That's just not something. That's
Well,
gonna
also
happen.
you're actively detracting from what the movie was trying to do by making all the animals look fucking grotesquely realistic.
Yeah, because you don't get the same range of emotion and stuff.
Of course, yeah.
So. Yeah, so because at least okay, so yes, for that, at least the thing is about games is that potentially there could be better in terms of mechanics. No, there's actually some games that we have on the Wii, like I think it's like The Last Story, where a lot of the combat was actually auto, like you couldn't really do much, and I think that was like a limitation of the technology.
Like what would you say? Because I know they're planning on doing a sequel because they announced it. But what would you think about like a modern remake of Okami? Like one that had like not even necessarily like modern graphics, because like you would want it to have a style still, obviously. But
yeah,
like
but I don't like Okami. I thought was pretty okay as is. Like there would only been like one or two things in my mind to fix. Unless you're talking about like splitting the game up aside. Because
well, I don't even necessarily mean that. I mean, you could definitely like streamline the game a little bit more so it feels less bloated. But I don't know. I was just thinking like, because well, never mind. Because I guess Okami explicitly like well, no, because you can play it on PC.
The old Okami, and you even played like an HD updated.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. I was just thinking about like, you know, quote unquote better animations, better visual effects and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess you really don't need it.
That's why some people, it's like there's a charm to that old aesthetic, and that's why some of it's like 90% of what the ones I'm like trying to think about are ones that were specifically held back gameplay wise.
Gameplay
you know,
wise.
where it's like, oh, I wish this combat would have been a bit better, or this thing was a little bit clunky, or whatnot.
I mean, to be fair, there's also a lot, because I watch a lot of video essays of people going back to like old video games that no one really gives a shit about and being like, oh, look at this, isn't this kind of neat? Like there's a bunch of like during the dawn of like survival horror games, tons and tons of survival horror games that have like a half decent concept but just were executed poorly, and in which case
so, like, that's the thing.
Yeah, because it's like, in which case it's like, okay, is that really a remake or are you just trying again? Which I think is valid in either direction.
Or it's like a remaster, you know, but it's like very fundamental, like they remake.
Yeah, I guess remake. Which one's the?
Like,
I think we talked about this. Which one's the one that's like?
Remaster is the one where they update like the graphics and they do all of like the technical.
And then a
updates,
remake is the one where they make it from the ground up again.
Yeah, but it's
I
like,
would say remake in this case then, because I don't know, they're like, I can't even remember the names of them off the top of my head right now. If I remember to look them up later, I'll maybe send you like an example or two. But there was like a horror RPG that had like a really interesting, or not really interesting, timing mechanic, but it was more interesting than I think the public would have given it credit for at the time. Where it's like, I genuinely think that it would do much better in the modern day than it would have back then. Because back when the game originally came out, people were just looking for more experiences like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, which is fine because those are great games. But nowadays, people are really familiar with that, so I think that they would be looking for something a little bit more different. And I don't know. Giving projects a second chance where they wouldn't otherwise get them, I think, is fun.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about, where it's like something that was, or something that's just like so old. Like for me, like I love most of like our old Harvest Moons. Like those, I would just want like a remaster. Like I would want like updated graphics, but like the rest of the gameplay's good.
Yeah, I can see that.
Factory Frontier, the one I keep playing, that one needs a little bit of a fix up because, and everyone like talks about it. Like like the
Everyone
whole game
does.
becomes a lot of people.
I'm just taking your chain. You're fine.
Obsolete when you have to spend majority of your time balancing the Roonies, like the spirits in the world, because they keep on dying and they won't stop like they just, the balance always becomes disruptive. And
I guess
like,
that's an interesting aspect of this conversation that we haven't. I mean, I think you mentioned it. Because I know you literally just did. But like the idea of like modern tastes being different, because like I don't know, there's a certain thing where like a lot of older games force you to be more patient than you would necessarily want to be, right? Like, instead of giving you the instant gratification, there's a lot of games that make you, like, actually work towards something, which I think has value in and of itself. But there's also a lot of old video games that just were designed poorly, or not poorly, but, like, weren't designed with modern lessons. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking of, fucking, not Toshinden. What the fuck is that? Not Shin Megami. It's the game series where you're just playing as a guy who's like, you're trying to avenge your dad, but you have to like work a regular day job. They have that forklift mini game that's really famous. I can't remember.
it's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, so, and I mean, it's like sometimes like the rest of the game is good. And now I know what you're talking about, but it's a little bit different than what I'm saying. Like the rest of the game was great. It's just, or maybe a little bit difficult, but that part's fine. But like this one thing really made it really difficult to do anything, because you were so consumed with having to do this one task that it just kind of kept you from actually doing other stuff in game. So like that was something about that. Now I don't know about like modern sensibilities in a different context, but that's an interesting thing. I don't, and that's the thing you were talking about with that game specifically, right?
Right, just because it's like this is obviously just like a random example or whatever, like a non-specific example, but like imagine somebody who's like, I'm gonna make this game and I'm gonna test out this system where you have to wait real world hours to wait for this like farm to grow, right? It's like, oh, isn't that such like a novel, interesting idea? And then we cut to today and it's like, no, obviously that's a bad idea, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like imagine a remake of that game where you don't do that.
Yeah, where you take out the one kind of thing that made it way too difficult to play the game, you know?
Sure. You big flower, you.
What else do I have? I don't think I have any use for any tangled. Oh my god, I forgot about this.
I like this cousin who's just constantly drawing.
Warp tech. Blue Warp Depot, a setup that allows you to remotely transfer resources between 2 points. What do you recall? What these like? So you put one down in your like farm, right, or greenhouse or whatever the place is called, right? And then you can just put down the other one wherever you want, and then keep sending
like in the environment or in other like farms, I think. Like if you had one region that was specifically just for like growing food, you could put a warp depot in between that and where your slimes are, so you could just shoot all your food into where the slimes are.
Oh, I see. Or could you just leave this at your farm and then take the other side of the depot with you and then just shoot the resources into that, and then and you can pick it back up? Is that something you can do?
I don't know. Maybe? I don't remember.
Well, I can try. I have a bunch of these, I guess.
Oh, are we going to another? Oh.
I don't need decorations right now. Okay.
I need to find the king's head. Where is the king's head? There it is. Hello, king. Spit on me.
Can you? Oh no. No, you can't actually place little tags. Wrong place. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's any other games. Because it's like, to be fair though, if it was that bad that it kind of ruined the game for me, I wouldn't have finished it. But to be fair, I also didn't finish Rune Factory Frontier, but it's still one of my favorite games.
Like, I mean, like, because I think the thing is that there, I don't know, maybe I'm just like over analyzing, but like I find your question to be very interesting because the first layer is just like, oh, I really liked this game except for like maybe one or two things, and I would like to see it remade. Whether it's because you want to see it in like modern graphics or with modern gameplay or with modern like computers being able to play it and stuff. Like, I'm just thinking of like, I don't know, there's a bunch of like old games where it's like, man, could you imagine this but with like physics or something? I don't know. But I almost find that there's a more quintessential version of the question, which is like a game that had a good concept, but like good concept, good art style, good whatever, but then just like the execution or the timing wasn't great.
That's the thing. This idea could encapsulate a lot of games. I'm just
Yeah.
But funny enough, me thinking about it, it's actually quite difficult for me to think of them.
I know
right
it's
now.
hard for you to think about things.
I know. I'm like triple tasking right now.
Why?
Well, I'm talking to you, and then I'm also playing my game, and now I'm also thinking. So, triple tasking. Yeah, I'm also thinking.
You didn't
about,
say what the third thing was.
And then thinking about this topic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but talking to me and thinking about the topic are the same thing. That's the same thing.
Well, I've split it in my mind. Okay.
You can split it in your mind, but that's incorrect.
Yeah, because even me, so it's like there are even like some games where I was like, oh, the game was fine. I would have liked it if I could have done. Because I'm thinking of like Mario Galaxy, and it's like I love Mario Galaxy, but after you start it, it's like it gets really hard. Like I want to be able to get to more stuff more quickly. Like
Yeah, but that's because you're replaying it, right? Like that's not necessarily an intrinsic thing.
It's not the game's fault. So like there's nothing really wrong with the game. I feel bad that I wish
You just want to get to the specific moments and levels quicker, which I think is like, I think it's fair. Like I understand where the logic is coming from, but yeah, that's not really the game's fault, right?
So like that wouldn't be something I'd be like, so that doesn't really count for what I want. Oh my god, when are you playing Twilight Princess?
If the Switch doesn't, if I can't get the Switch working, probably a lot sooner than I was anticipating.
Because I love Twilight Princess so much.
I about to say, we still have the very legitimate Wii. I could probably do it.
I will be very happy when you can do that. Okay, I think I've fed all my people. I'm just gonna leave a little bit more. Leave a little bit more for you. I'm gonna try to see. Okay. So this will just dump the resources out over here, is what I'm hearing.
I think.
How do I press it? Place. Oh, it takes... Ah, look at that. It takes a minute for it to, I think, set up.
Well, that's just the construction, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, maybe this won't be as bad as I think it will be. Okay. All right. So is there nothing else that maybe you could think of? Like I'm trying to see, because even if you provide.
Well, I'm like, I was thinking about ending stream early, but I think this topic is really interesting, so I'm literally going to the things where it's like, hey, remember this old video game? And I'm trying to be like here's one. I talked about this one a lot. I would love a remake of Rule of Rose. I think that would be a perfect game to remake.
Sure. That's like
because
one of those
put that modern, like I think genuinely putting it in modern graphics would be great, because that was kind of, whatever, and then just remaking it so that way it has like a little bit better gameplay but still awkward, because that's like the point. I think that'd be great. What else? There's other ones.
Sorry, shiny cat.
Kill it.
No, I can't
Why?
kill it. Wait. Because it killed itself. It's already gone.
Lamau.
think I need to collect chickens anyway. I think there's another dude that wants to eat you.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it's tough.
I know, right? Because it's like, I'm sure there must be. Like, oh, once again, it's like, okay, maybe.
Like, what about a remake of Spore?
Just make it a little bit nicer. But does it need to be more than what that is? I'm not sure.
Not well. I mean, could you imagine one where it has like better simulation stuff, more customization options? Because like people still play Spore to this day, and I mean, because the problem is that the fundamental concept. Hello, Golden Wise. Is this the ball game? It is the ball game. This is Katamari. Saba and I are just chit-chatting for a bit. I was thinking about ending stream early so I could have lunch, but we'll see.
An interesting topic.
Yeah, and Saba, for the first time ever, I love Spore. Yeah, I'm about to say, Spore is really fun. Now, could you imagine Spore, but with, like, more in-depth, like, because that's the thing is when people think of Spore, they think of, you always start in the micro like section and then you get to the creature phase, but once you get to like the civilization and intergalactic phase, people usually just stop, like they just like start a new save or whatever, because it's like, yeah, this is less interesting. Like, I don't know, I think that could be really cool, making a Spore that's more robust and going forward like that. That could be cool.
But could you just say like, oh, couldn't you just make a sequel and make it better? Or does that need to be, oh, there's a tree, like a remake? Or because it seems like you just want more features on the game is what I'm hearing.
Sure, but like, why would it have to be a sequel though?
What's about to... Well, like, I'm wondering in this context, okay, adding...
Like in a literal sense, you could just call it, like, Spore Remastered, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think in that case, remastered and then just adding that, I think that would count, yeah. So that doesn't need a remake, but a remaster. Okay.
Well, no, sorry, I guess I do mean remake. Because
Okay.
I'm suggesting, like, better simulation type stuff, better visuals, and I don't mean, like, make it more realistic. I mean, like, literally more options, you know? More in-depth IK rigs, so it's not your character's not just going like you could make it do that, but you could also make it not do that if you want. I don't know. I just remember back in the day watching so many Spore videos of people making Pokemon in Spore, and then like it would look great as a screenshot, but then as soon as it started moving, it would be like it's like terrible. I mean, they do have Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, that's true. I guess that's true.
Oh, like, Sims could be kind of interesting, but also...
But you already have a modern Sims.
A giant paywall as well, so... Just
make it free. But I mean, I guess my point is that, like, Sims 4 might not necessarily be the same as Sims 1, but it is, hypothetically, the modern continuation, right? So there's no real reason to remake 1 because it already exists.
Yeah, and they keep on making... Oh, these guys are about to die. Oh my god.
Oh
my god, it's happening again!
That, and then...
A lightning moat. What is this? Is this a resource?
I think it's one of the lights that you just shoot around. It's like decoration.
No. But don't forget, they changed stuff in this. Before, yes, that used to be the case. I think this is actually something you can use as like you need to put in your refinery.
Because like Diablo 2 got that remaster, right? Where they essentially just took the base game and then just figured out how to layer like really good HD textures on top of it. And then they changed like some of the gameplay so that way it was a little bit more modern. That's almost like the perfect example of what you're talking about here with this question, because it's literally just the same game, but now it's like it's the way that you remember it being as opposed to how it actually was, which I think is cool. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one more really good example and then I can leave. I don't know, because like Shadow of the Colossus is fine. Like you don't really need to remake that. That exists in its era for a reason.
Well, let's get over here.
Saba's no longer assisting
I am
with
trying
her
to think.
with her
like,
own topic.
Kind of limited.
I know your brain is small, walnut.
I know. Walnut.
Walnut.
Well, because you've also played, I think, more than me, so.
I mean, true, but I don't think that means that like.
Like, I don't think any of like the links. I already talked about the Marios. The Marios are pretty okay.
You say the Link? You mean the Zeldas?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think of it as the links, okay? Give me a break.
That's not what they're called, but okay. Look, it's Link. That is my name. Why'd you say that?
You eat meat, right?
Yeah.
There you go. These are just chickens. Like even like the Mario Karts, like because they keep on making more, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say you don't. I think you're now because I know you're grasping, but I think you're going down a pathway that doesn't really need to exist.
Ones. I think it's a lot of like niche games that, like I said, the last story is something I played where I don't know if you're familiar with that, but like that was one
That sounds
where
familiar.
I was like, oh, the combat would have been better. I'm
Sure.
wondering maybe some Final Fantasy games.
I mean, they are remaking those. That is true. They do a lot of HD 2D remakes.
It's the whatchamacallit. It's the combat I wish was a little bit different on those. So if they could fix that, I think I would like that. But I don't know. Some of that would some people say that, oh well, this is the fundamental like gameplay of Final Fantasy, but I feel like they change it a bit. Like it's mainly been
well for the like up until Final Fantasy like 15, I want to say or 13 maybe. No, maybe it was 13 because that's where they introduced the paradigm system. Up until then, Final Fantasy was exclusively turn-based. And then they started doing the paradigm system and then the character action system.
And now this is just like a personal like I like live combat versus like turn-based, but it's like okay, if their staple is turn-based, it's like okay, well maybe just go back and refine it a little bit.
Well, I mean,
more.
in FF16 you can choose one or the other and the game works in both versions. Because the fundamental of like determining whose turn goes when is still based on your character's animation cooldowns. It's just you don't necessarily see it when you're doing turn-based stuff, but it's still calculating in the background. So I mean, hypothetically, you could. I mean, it would require a lot of work, like a lot of overhead to figure it out 100%. But like you could do that to some of the old ones, like go back to FF9 and remake it, but make it so that way you have the option of real-time combat. That's kind of neat. You could do that.
Yeah, because that would make me happy. That would be like it's just to make the game a little more interesting for me to play.
I still, to this day, think about the fucking. There was a video I was watching last night where I'm gonna describe this to you and then we'll be done. There are forums online like Reddits where you can be like, hey, I remember this thing and I want help like trying to find it, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time those requests go unheeded, but there was a lady who was like, hey, I remember when I was a little girl, I remember reading a book where this kid would plug his ears with his fingers, eat an abacus, like literally the thing that you used to like do math on, and then he would turn into a gas pump.
That is
super fucking weird, right? Like that's so specific and so weird. And people are like, "Are you sure you're not just remembering a dream or something?" Like, because that sounds insane, right? And for years and years and years and years, I want to say it was like 8 years. it went unsolved. People were just assuming, and like even the person who posted it was like, yeah, it must have just been a dream. But I swear I remember it, right? Until a semi-big YouTuber made a video on it where he talked about it, and someone in the comments was like, oh yeah, that's a Dutch children's book. It's called blah blah blah. And like there's a reason why she didn't remember any of the words, because it was a Dutch children's book that she, an American, could not read, but she just saw the pictures, and it's exactly what she described, where it's a story of this kid who can, if he can't hear and eats an abacus, he turns into a petrol pump. Right? And it's like, so I think about that, where it's like, dude, that is the most insane shit I have ever heard. And then I think about Gunmetal Regalia. That RPG that I saw a YouTube video on, where it's like you're piloting a mecha and you do commands by putting in like a sequence of letters, and then certain sequences trigger certain abilities, and you can like overlap them so that way you get like more abilities out of the same 10-letter sequence. Fucking that game probably exists, but it sucks because it's like, well, if I were to take that concept and make a game out of it, do you know how frustrating it would be if that game became popular and then someone was like, oh yeah, that's this game?
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, God damn it. Anywho.
Weird, but
Right. I think I'm good to end stream today. I'll figure, obviously we're not streaming tomorrow because we already streamed on Sunday. But I don't know. I guess I'll do more. I'll look into like what's up with the Switch. We'll see.
yeah, because that gets rid of a lot of stuff for you if you
Correct.
cannot.
It does. It means that like suddenly it means that there's a lot of stuff on stream that we just can't do, and I'm like, well, fuck.
That'd be very
What the
bad.
fuck is that emote? Is that a raccoon? What the fuck is even that? You have too many emotes. What is this? Shino? Blob? I'm assuming, you know what? These are all... Are they all Shino? They are. So this is a VTuber that you really like. Got it. Okay. Shino booty.
Ready for Christmas.
Alright. I think we're good. Alright.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll be
end stream.
chilling and just playing more of this.
Alright. Well, have a good time. I'm gonna go eat. I have some chores to finish up as well, and then I'm heading back over to somebody's house for movies tonight. We were supposed to do a game night. We were supposed to do board games, but then the third person had to back out yesterday, and so it's like, okay, well, what are we gonna do now? It's like, I don't know, movies. It's like, okay, sure. At least it's something to do on Saturday, you know.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All
Good
right,
night. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.